The 3764 Elvis Presley Boulevard. Hit it, Elvis. You got it.
Welcome to another video here at Elvis Back on Tour. Today we are excited to take you to one of our favorite buildings, Kansas City Municipal Auditorium in Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City Municipal Auditorium opened in 1935 and has a seating capacity of 7,300 permanent seats with an additional 2,700 temporary seats able to be added. Municipal Auditorium was the first building built as part of a bond program known as a 10-year plan. On October 13, 1936, when the building was formally dedicated, President Franklin D. Roosevelt was in attendance and was the keynote speaker for the event.
As Michael and I have documented these buildings through the years, we have found that when Elvis began touring again in the early 1970s, many of his shows were booked into what we now know as municipal auditoriums. This was because the huge arenas that he would later perform in were not built yet. Over the years, we've had the privilege as Elvis fans to tour almost all of the buildings Elvis has performed in. As with anything, you develop a list of your favorites. Michael and I agree that Kansas City Municipal is at the top of our list of favorite places that Elvis performed in. What stands out immediately is the Art Deco theme from the 1930s. Art Deco is prevalent from the minute you walk through the front door. It is seen in all of the signage as well as the artwork through the arena. Janet O'Hagan, one of the directors of the arena, told us that what we were seeing the day we toured the building is not only what fans saw in 1956, 1971, and 1974 when Elvis performed here, but what patrons also saw in 1935 when the building opened. That always means a lot to us when we tour buildings that are virtually unchanged since Elvis was there.
When Elvis performed here on May 24, 1956, an overwhelming crowd leapt on the stage. In an instant, teenagers swarmed over the stage screaming. Elvis broke from the grasp of several who were tearing at his clothing and ran backstage, abandoning his drummer, guitar, and bass player. A car stationed in the corridor took the singer away as hundreds of fans raced after it. Elvis's exit ended the show. This is the same door that Elvis would have used 15 years later to arrive for his show.
So Elvis would have entered the building through this overhead door on the corner of 14th Street. And the car would have gone right up this road, up this ramp. You would have plenty of room to park the car up here, get out, and be led to his holding room. We are now showing you the exact path that Elvis took from his dressing room to the stage in 1971 and in 1974.
Oh, see rider. Oh, see what you have done. I said, see rider. Oh, see what you have done. Girl, you made me love you, and now the man has gone. Well, I'm going away, baby, and I'm going back to fall. Gone away, baby, and I'm going back to fall. If I find me a good girl, I wanna be back at all. What I say? said see, G.C. right. I said see, G.C. right. Oh, I said see, G.C. right. Oh. 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. I said see, G.C. right. I said see. Thank you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's evening, isn't it? Okay. Well, oh, I love you too, honey, but, you know. Well, just let me do one more song, honey, that's all I ask. Oh, I love you too, but I'll can carry this conversation on all night. There's a lot of people here to love, you know? Honey, I love you too. I love all of y'all. And I tell you, well. Oh, Lord have mercy. Well. Oh, God.
We were told that this is the original floor that has been in the building since it was laid down over 85 years ago.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas in July, but I have a blue Christmas.
Elvis back on tour, coming to you from Kansas City, Missouri. We wanted to give you a little bit of flavor for the city with regards to Elvis, and we just wanted to show you a few, kind of different things, if you will. Where we're at right now is where the Hilton Hotel was in 1974 when Elvis played Municipal Auditorium on June 29th. This was the Hilton Hotel. We will never know if the hotel was up there, and this was the parking, or if the hotel was here and they tore the hotel down to make parking. But what we do know is 610 Washington Street, Kansas City, this is the spot. So this was where the hotel was. Now let's move on to 1977. A fun fact about this is that you would think that Elvis came into Kansas City Airport, and I always thought that he did, but he did not. When they left Springfield, Missouri the night before on the Lisa Marie, they came here in 30 minutes and they landed at Charles B. Wheeler Field, which is just across the street. So Elvis did not come into Kansas City Airport, he came into that field right there. It's a small airport, but I think that was arranged for ease of travel and obviously security. Also want to give you guys a fun fact, since I love airplanes and was a big fan of the Lisa Marie airplane. I want to give you a fun fact about when they left Springfield the night before in '77 to come here. The flight took 30 minutes, and we looked up, we had the airport data, or the flight data I should say, and like I say, it took 30 minutes for them to get here, and the fuel cost for that flight was $1,325. So I thought that was pretty cool. I guess if you convert it to today's money, it's pretty substantial pretty substantial amount of money just to travel that small ways. But everybody thinks that he came into Kansas City Airport, and he did not. He came into this field right here, which is known as Charles B. Wheeler Field. At that time in 1977, he was staying at the Hilton Plaza, which is pretty good ways up the road on the other side of town, probably about 15 minutes away, or maybe 20 from the airport. So I just kind of want to give you a different look at Kansas City and some things that are gone, and some things that, like the airport, are still here.
Hey guys, we're here in downtown Kansas City. We're outside the Municipal Auditorium where Elvis performed here in 1956, 1971, and two shows in 1974. One of my favorite concerts that he did in 1974. A little fun fact, behind me is the Crown Plaza, which was a Holiday Inn. This is where the band stayed when they performed at the Municipal Auditorium in the 70s. Elvis stayed somewhere else on the other side of town, but we know that the band stayed here during those performances, and my dad said that this hotel just screams Holiday Inn back in the 70s, but is now Crown Plaza.
Yes, ma'am. We'd like 4 tickets front row for the Elvis concert on June 29th. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter what. No, that doesn't matter what the cost. Just 4 tickets front row. Yeah. Michael and I want to express our heartfelt thanks to Janet O'Hagan from the Kansas City Municipal Auditorium for the incredible tour that she gave us and the time that she took out of her day to share stories with us about this beautiful building.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, as well as follow us on all of our social media accounts using the link in the description below.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Well. Oh, God. Oh. Woo. 20 years down the drain, boy. Thank you. It's been nice laughing with you. Well.